Hi, I am Philip Clay at Darkline Sparrowline, and today I'm prepping some new nibs. So things that I usually use for this are some matches, some fine grit sandpaper, of course some nib holders. Okay, so I have two today, the Hunt 102, which I use for more detailed work, and the Hunt 107, which is sort of like my standby. Let's start with the 102. Okay. Insert into nib holder. Okay, so yeah, you can use these like right out of the box, I guess. But I find that the ink sort of rolls right off them when I start. So usually, what I do to remove any like film that's from manufacturing is take a match or a lighter and just sort of run it over the new nib. Not too much, just so it gets a little bit of color on it. And then what I usually do is do a bunch of just sort of, I don't know, test lines, just to make sure like the ink isn't flying off the pen. Also to get it like with just enough flexibility in it, so it's not too tight. One thing that these pens will do right out of the packaging is like tear. This one's not doing it. That's nice. But if the new nib is tearing the paper a bit, I usually just dip it in a little ink and run it over the sandpaper a bit. Really lightly. And you can sort of feel if there's anything catching. Yeah. Another way to remove the factory film, oil, whatever it is to just take the sandpaper, take the flat side of the nib, and just gently run it over the sandpaper. I've actually ruined a couple nibs doing that though, because then the tip can sometimes catch. But it roughs it up a bit, it helps the ink cling a bit better. Yeah, so it's not catching on the paper. Nice bounce out of it. Yeah, good. And then just doing that again, the 107. If they don't go in super easily, grab them by the top with some paper towel or whatever and just ease them in so you don't damage the front tip. Okay. Match. So yeah, the ink's clinging. If you really jerk it around, of course it'll splatter, but just don't want it like gliding right off. This one still has a little bit of catch to it, so again, just like rub it on the sandpaper. There. So the Hunt 107 is a bit thicker, it creates a bit thicker of a line. It's a tighter nib. You'll be able to like press down harder and get a bit less of wavering line. You gotta press down harder is what I'm trying to say, to get that wavering line that comes really easily with the Hunt 102. Yeah, both these are great for hatching, detail work. I started, so there's like a little bit of a catch right there, so I'm just gonna, there. Yeah, good. When I started inking, I learned with the Hunt 107, so it's sort of like my, it's my go-to. I love all the different line qualities that you can get with this guy. And yeah, like once you get the get that like real sharpness, the manufacturing sharpness off of it, you can really do like just so many cool things with it, and really sketch with it too. Without it like snagging at your paper and tearing your paper up. I also use the Bristol that I use. I don't use the super smooth one because I feel like that it feels like inking on glass practically. It kind of unnerves me. So I use the vellum Bristol because I just like to be able to feel the paper. So that might also be why these guys catch a little bit for me sometimes. But no, I'm inking in the wrong place. Okay, so anything else? Yeah, I mention this sometimes, but I usually wrap my nib holders in some form of masking tape. This stuff's really good. Pro Premium. Like the black. It's nice. Matte. And you know, like when you're inking, the oils or moisture on your hand builds up after a while, which is also why I usually keep some cards around to keep my hand under my hand so I don't destroy the paper as I'm inking. But putting something around the nib, because the holder, because when they come, they're super smooth when they come out of the packaging. Especially the plastic ones are just super smooth, and it's just I just feel like I'm always slipping. So I don't know, whatever. After a couple hours of work, it just gets all black. Anyway, so yeah, I just wrap them with some masking tape, and yeah, helps with the grip. All right, yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching.